Hey guys, this is Chief Apostle Samuel the Jr. I am here actually tonight, as above, so below. I'm still in my era of power, Jupiterian energy, and so I am I'm out in my garage area. I'm sitting in front of my cauldrons, and so I was wanted to share this information with you guys. If you all ever decide to get into the ATRs, if you ever decide to work with a spiritualist, and if I feel like this part of spirituality, people hit on these areas, but a lot of times universally, people don't understand why it is so significant in understanding. Now, personally, I am a Tata and Kisi before I received my cauldron. In March, Mother Susan said, I think about March the 14th, 2024, this year. I wanted to make sure I had my cauldrons with me for at least 21 days because of the cycles of how the energy flows, especially that a lot of my powers come from the night. And so even when I received Babalo Aye, it was Alayo, I'm going to say Oloa, the path by which I practice with Babalo Aye, Saint Lazarus. So a lot of my conjure is necromancing and working with the dead. And so even in Palo, as a Polero, I am a child of Centella. And so I do have my, on this side of me, I have my Centella pot. She's over there. I just honestly don't believe that it is important, or you should. Right now, it's not showing your cauldrons on social media worldwide because I have a large following. So it is very important to me that I teach proper. If I'm going to do something, I try to explain why I do it or why I don't do it. My cauldrons are young. They're strong. They're powerful. But I have my... I don't want to give people that type of access to my cauldrons, my personal cauldrons. And so I have Cynthia on this side of me. What's up, my Stormy, my Sagittarius from Detroit? You up with me? And I have in front of me, I'm actually tonight practicing Palo. And so I was just telling them I want to discuss this. What's up? He's like talking shadow, yeah. And then I have Zarabanda in front of me with my voodoo. Now these I can show this. Let me see if, because it's still blood on top of my beads. Because when you're in Palo, you have different types of beads. Sorry, it's on my voodoo doll. My beads are on my voodoo doll. So it's been on there so long, I just don't want to. There you go. But these are my beads that I wear in Palo. I normally wear it over me, but I've had it on my my voodoo doll because in my ceremony that I went through, they infused my Loa with a Zarabanda, and so I have a doll that represents my actually Loa, and so I had my beads on him, and that was since March the 14th. So it's blood sacrifices that have been spilled on this. Like, I mean, these are really strong. I can feel the energy off of them. But I normally, when we're doing working with Palo, we do it at nighttime. Most of my conjure that I do, guys, especially when it talks about graveyard work, I know I go on a cemetery in Miami in the early time because their cemetery closes at 5 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken, 5 or 6 o'clock. And so I have to actually be in there. Normally we don't start really working with Palo and the darker spirits until after 6 o'clock. But sometimes you got to, do what you got to do. So nothing is etched in stone, so to speak. But tonight I want to talk to you guys. If you would give me an ear. So I'm smoking my cigars, but I'm gonna once again, these are my actual beads that I wear around me. We put these on for protection, but I already have the impungos with me. And now I will explain this, because this is when you're dealing with shadow work. Like, a lot of you guys be hearing people on social media talking about shadow work. Now, those that are in the church will understand this better when I speak about this. To give you understand the power of the shadow in the shadow realm. So when you hear people working with Palo spirits and or working with spirits of the night, Psalms 91, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide up under the shadows of the Almighty. And because of that shadow, it carries power, depending on the individual. However strong the individual is how strong their shadow is. So we are all, Ebasa, feel that. When you are practicing spirituality and you're just looking at the science of that particular tradition and not really looking at the individual and what kind of energy they carry, even in the Bible, when the Peter and the apostles were going through the city, the Bible said as the shadow of the apostles passed by, the people were cured or healed of their sickness and disease. So I carry a very powerful Ache energy when it comes down not only to my head orishas and my loas, but I also carry a powerful spirit of the shadow. And so the spirits that work with me at night are very, very strong, as you tell anybody that get graveyard work from me. And so I'm like right here in the corner of my garage, and so I have both cauldrons in front of me. I have my voodoo doll in front of me. I have my Pati Pemba in front of me. Now, what I also have is what they call fula. This is gunpowder. I have that. And so they use gunpowder, and then I have liquor, the Ogun liquor I use for that. And so I sprayed them already. I sprayed my cauldrons. I don't want to show you that because I still have dead animals on my cauldrons. I have goats on my cauldron. I have snakes on my cauldron. I have bones from piranha fish. It's a lot of stuff on there on my Cynthia. And then I have all it's just a lot of stuff. So I don't want to gore nobody out. Trump for 2024. Alrighty then. So and then we use, remember, as above so below. This is my day of power. This is the type of stuff that I do which strengthens your working when you work with me through the cemetery, or all of you guys that got their ancestor incense. Now I want to say this to my baby Stormy. Now, okay, and I'm gonna show y'all this. I think I can show this. I should be able to show this. But these are my personal shamalangas. Like, these are what, when we divinate with, these sit on my pot, my cauldron. So these are already consecrated by my Babala, and they've been fed blood. So we use these. We throw these in front of the prenda. Some people call it the cauldron. I call it a cauldron, but it's called a prenda. And the Mfumbe, the ancestors and stuff and spirits there. But these are what we use to divinate when we are utilizing, communicating with the cauldron. Because I am psychic and I have a personal connection with my cauldrons, not just saying that I can't use, this is the normal tradition way, but my spirits actually speak to me, because actually these are my spirits that are inside the pot. And not all of them now, my spirit, I ain't gonna lie. Some of those spirits come from the cemetery dirts that I got out of New Orleans and other places. But these are actually my personal shamalangas that I use for divination. And so they are kept on the pot. Then I can show you guys this though. I don't think that's an issue. I'm not trying to knock down this goat's head. But this is my this is my I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is my my staff. It's the form of a snake, but this is my staff that in Palo we receive ancestor staffs, and so we utilize this staff to communicate with. And this is when you see some of the priests out there banging the staff to the ground, that's where the ancestors. So we use this to not only summon the ancestors, but we use this staff to summon spirits, the Impungos, or whatever spirits that walk with us to Palo. And so I have Minister Mario's staff. His Palo stick it's in my other prayer room, and it's in my other prayer room where I keep voodoo at. That's where his Palo stick is, his ancestor stick is. But I would eventually bring it out here in the garage so it could feed with mine. So it's so important, guys. I want to talk about this tonight because I think this is to help a lot of you guys. I just want you to know that I do have the stuff that I have. So, and I'm burning my High John the Conqueror incense. To all of y'all that don't think I practice and utilize my own products, but I'm smoking my cauldrons out and my doll out with my High John the Conqueror. And now I want to say this to all of you guys. This doesn't necessarily happen to me all the time, but sometimes it does happen even to me. Chief Apostle, why it's not good to not pay your spiritualist, and why or what you promise. And what happens is the payment, the derecho, or the giving that you give towards that, the purpose is to energetically take care of the spirits that Tata, the Mambo, the Hugon, the pastor is praying to or communicating with to fulfill your particular desire or to bring to pass the things that you're asking for. So when you do not pay or do not give full payment, because sometimes people let people do break payment. So in my situation, I've had a couple of situations where I've helped people with their disability. I help people with their court cases. I help people get money out of FEMA. I do a lot of work because I'm strong enough to do a lot of contract work with courtroom cases and stuff like that. And a lot of times with my members in my church, because they are members and they've been with me so long, a lot of times I was like, okay, I'm gonna take care of this. And they always, oh, Apostle, you know I'm gonna take care of you. So it's been one of those type of relationships. It's not just some random person that I'm doing conjure. So you saying like you working, like I have to get this money that is owed to me because I need to take care of my spirits. And my spirits worked to bring certain things to pass. So because I've come to my spirits about the situation, so I gave them, the individuals, energy. Because when you don't pay, that energy has to be replaced. I'm not paying for that. These spirits are not going to take the energy from me. They're not going to take the energy from the things that I've gone through, because they did the work and they manifested the outcome for the individual. And a lot of times people think that money it's the currency. It is the commitment. It is the act of the workman is worthy of his hire. And first of all, it's just not. It's not ethical. It's not moral for you to agree to do something and not fulfill your word. So I'm old school, and what I mean by old school is your word is your bond. And so a lot of my magic and my manifestation of magic has a lot to do with the agreement between me and my spirits. And so when I trust you to do your part or to give your part, I'm also trusting you to do right by my spirits. A lot of times I personally take care of my spirits because most of my clients outside of my church always pay their way. I don't normally have this problem with my paying customers on the outside of the church. It is normally with people that feel familiar with me or feel like, oh, I'm gonna just give him an offer. No, you don't give me what you want to give me. You give me what you owe me. And when it's time for me to do certain levels of conjure with their spirits are coming, with my conjure. And this is why I tell you guys, it's so important to do right by your spiritualist. At the end of the day, what energy in. I promise I'll fly to the moon. I'm glad you will. I hope you get there. So when I tell you guys about universally, whether you believe in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, I think this transcends just spirituality. It's when you're dealing with people, everyday people. A lot of times people let money make enemies. And I say this to poor people, and I'm not trying to be funny when I say this. People that not used to money, people not used to a certain type of money, when certain monies come through for certain people, kind of like Ananias and Sapphira, they change. They're all in until they actually get that money or those resources in their hand or their possession. And at that point, they feel that they can go another way. Well, the agreement has already been made with spirit. A pact has already been made with spirit. What's up, Karen O'Brien? And so a lot of you guys don't really have this issue with me particularly, but I just wanted you guys to understand what covenant is. When spirits work with a particular spiritualist, that those spirits work on the behalf of that spiritualist. And so it's almost like I'm co-signing for you, because in good faith, I'm believing that you're going to pay or you're going to give back what you promised or owed. And when you don't do that, and some of you guys, the reason I want to talk about this and to give you an example, everybody is not rich. And when you got people working on courtroom cases, disability cases, any type of government cases where you're going to get a lump sum of money. Let me explain that and why it's more important if you get lawsuits money to do right at that. When you get lump sums money like that, that's not money that you're going to get again. So honestly, there's no way that you're going to be able to pay the spirit what you owe them, because unless that is the type of money you generate normally, how can you pay that spirit back for what it has accomplished for you? How, if you got a lawsuit and you got just say for you got $100,000 and you promised $30,000 and you spend your money, you spend the spirit's money, you spend the spiritualist money, and now how you gonna get that $100,000 again when you only got that $100,000 because of the lawsuit? What's gonna happen at that point? Now the spirits, they're not gonna come after those individuals for money. They're going to come after those individuals for their energy. Whatever, because everything is about energy out, energy in. That's why I want y'all to understand, whether you do it with me or any other person, you made a contract. You made a verbal contract. You had made a telepathic contract with spirit. And so when the spirits, in this case, Cynthia rules the dark. She rules the cemetery. She's controller of all the dead, and she is a vampire. She's vampiric. I have vampiric nature myself, and she also is very powerful when it comes to conjure. She strengthens necromancy, people that are mediums, people that work with the dead, oracles. She's very good at all forms of prosperity and success because she has access to the dead, and she's a powerful protector. And spiders, snakes. I come with a lot of snakes in all of my ATRs. And in this particular pot, I know I can't show it to you, but I have a head of a snake, and you can see the fangs coming out of my cauldron. And so if I wanted to, I can put somebody's name in that snake head to let her handle that. But I don't work with my cauldron like that. Not yet. Nobody ain't really drove me to do nothing like that. But I have my have bones here, and so you don't want to have the spirit come after you for non-payment, because what's going to happen is they're going to take your energy, and that energy can be your health, that energy can be your state of mind, that energy can be anything your positive energy, and they're going to take the amount of energy out of your life that will equate to the payment. Okay, because remember, money represents currency, represents energy, and everything in spirituality is about energy. And so therefore, I'm not going to allow them to take my energy because this person or persons did not pay. I'm going to allow them to feed, and in this case, I'm going to allow Cynthia and Zarabanda and my voodoo spirit to feed off of their energy. Now, if that takes them out of here, that depending on what they owe, that's on them. So this is why you don't do it, because the spiritualist has to protect him or herself. And so in order to do that, I have to give them access to the person that I did the work for. I did the conjure for. Normally it's very dark in here, but in order for me to do the video, I had to turn on the light. Paulo is done. I keep my pots in the dark as much as possible, because they don't deal well with the sunlight or forms of light. Oh, that's one of my neighbors. Them kids are out there, but probably going to get some tail. I ain't hating. So the reason why it's not good to make promises, it's not good to swear or make some type of oath or agreement, is because at the end of the day, whatever Mfumbe, whatever spirit, whatever, especially somebody like me, like I am the worst, like I kid you not, I am the worst person to owe money to. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm a Sagittarius. Sagittarius people are very generous. My grandmother's Sagittarius, my father's Sagittarius. The worst thing you can do is take something from a Sagittarius, because a Sagittarius already thinks that they do over. They always do it. If you ever got work from me or you ever got package from me, I always give extra. Sagittarian people are generous by nature. And so the fact that I was already generous, I already put myself out there, I already did certain things. And then my moon being in Aries, now when you take something from an Aries, Aries want to hurt you. Aries want to hurt you. And then, you know, I'm very vindictive, because now I'm thinking about you out here spending money that I could be doing with my spirits or taking care of stuff that I could be doing for the greater good of my my church, my ministry, because that's how I generate money, through my gifts. And so the very act that you out here spending money on God knows what, it's a problem. Or you've already spent the money, it's a problem. But you're not going to get that money back, because that's not your normal income. And that's why I tell you guys, if you got somebody working on your case, whether it's a lawsuit or a courtroom case, or where you just gonna get a lump sum of money, and that doesn't, when I say lump sum, it could be $10,000, it can be $100,000, it could be $1 million. It's just, the point is that you're not going to be able to have access to that money again. So it is better to do right the first time. And as a matter of fact, it's just better to be honest the first time and be a man or woman of your word, so you won't have these problems. But I want you to tell you on the back end of this, especially with somebody like me that has all the types of spirits that I have walking with me, the type of serpents that I have walking with me, the type of eguns, the type of moretos that I have with me, and also just me being a powerful spirit entity myself, you know, without my other spirits, you know. And then my ancestors, they are like my people. When I ask my people to help me with your work, they coming for theirs. And so what people don't understand, like, I don't have to send spirits. They know who they help. Somebody said you sound crazy. Not as crazy as your mama sound when I be putting all these inches inside of her throat. I hate when she gag like that, because she the one says she got a deep throat. But one thing your mama is good at swallowing. Now I tell you, it don't matter how much of my nectar I release, she don't let nothing hit to the ground. And what I like about your father, he always licks it out of her mouth. But I just think about a lot of the stuff that when it comes down to spirituality and the darker aspects of chaos energy, you really need to know who you robbing. You really need to know who you're taking from, and you're not taking from. It's like Peter said to Ananias the fire, you have not lied to me, a man. You have lied to the Holy Ghost. You have lied to the Holy Spirit. You have lied to the ancestors. You have lied to the Eguns. You have lied to the Loas and Kisi, whatever that individual is working with or did your work with. And they are going to, and what happens is, and I'm going to say this in defense of the ATRs, when people don't do right by the spiritualists or the ATRs, that's when they want to put it out. Oh, I should have never got involved in that demonic stuff. I never should have did this and did that. all they really truly saying, sir and ma'am, is that I'm not an honest person. I did not keep my word, and now I don't want the consequences of my action. Because that's all it really boils down to. That the individual, it's just like credit. You know, you run the credit card up, now you don't want to pay the people. Now you act like they bothering you when they calling you about their money. You know, you borrow some money from somebody, and all of a sudden now they hounding you for that little bit of money. If it's such a little bit of money, then pay them. They won't be calling you no more, and they won't be letting you borrow no money from them anyway. So when you don't give, or you do not give what you promised to my spirits, at some point you can't give me money anymore, because now they want the energy. They want what they gave you, whether I did work to get your health, whether I did work to get you money, whether I did work to help you with your relationship, or whatever it is. They want that energy, and they want that payment, and so they're going to take it out of that individual. So depending on what level of conjure you are doing, it just be mindful. Truly be mindful of just being a man or woman of your word, being mindful of what you're committing to. Because a lot of times when people want what they want, they'll agree or commit to a lot of stuff. It's when they actually achieve, or they see the fulfillment of that, then that's when they themselves find other ways of talking themselves out of doing as they had originally agreed. Because a lot of these people are not going to be honest. All I see is teeth go near the lamppost. It doesn't matter if all you see. If you shouldn't be worried about what you see. You should be worried about what you supposed to be listening to. My channel is about real magic and real spirituality, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm very dark skinned, so it don't matter if it was daytime. All you still would see is teeth and eyeballs. And if I was strewing you at night, that's all you would be seeing is teeth and eyeballs strewing you to death. So it really don't matter what you should be going by what you're listening to. He that had the ear, let him or her hear what the Spirit saith unto your church or your temple. So when it comes down to this reality of conjure, I personally don't use my pots. I personally don't use my pots for war machines, but I do discuss with my spirits when I need to be able to take care of them and to do the things that I need to do, and to handle business with. I'm going after certain things for Minister Mario. I intend to destroy his enemies that he had on earth, and I'm doing certain things for some of you that have done graveyard work. I'm actually going to talk to them about Stormy's situation, what she's going through, and she gives me offerings and stuff, so I'm gonna burn some stuff for her tonight. And this is in Palo. This is not Orisha. This is some very powerful stuff. But she's got graveyard work. And so I'm going to ask Egun to assist her and to open up the way for her. She's a Sagittarius. And so, no, she didn't tell me to do this. But like I tell y'all, when y'all support me or something is going on with you guys, you know, you don't know what all I'm doing. And so therefore, when you get blessed, a lot of you guys are always looking out for me. And it's not even when I'm online. It's also when I'm not online. Y'all, it's like, oh, you know, text me, Apostle, I sent you a Cash App, or Apostle, I got you for lunch, or Apostle, here goes some gas money, or, you know, these are the things that as a collective and a melanated people, I show my appreciation in return. A lot of you guys that supported me, Karen O'Brien, she got her bayberry candle for her and her daughter. So I normally take it because she's not really up on the warfare. So I normally take it and put it in front of my Oya Orisha, and but I'm gonna bless those candles and stuff because I want y'all to win. And in order to win, you got to know who you investing in, why you invest in, and what we as a collective with Chief Apostle, what we have access to. And you know, these are not toys. I think that cauldrons in the hands of immature people become big boy toys and big girl toys, and so therefore they're not respected because of the lack of maturity people have when it comes down to conjure. I want to utilize them to assist me and strengthening me in my evolution spiritually. But if I have taken them to the because I'm gonna take Centella and Zarabanda, my Impakas, with me to Miami, to the Miami Cemetery. And for all of you that got graveyard work, and if you still trying to invest in your graveyard work, this is a good time, especially tomorrow when I get ready to go. I got to take care of Chloe. She is in I'm not going to say Broadway show, but she got a show going on, and she's so I can't miss that. I'm probably going to do it Sunday and go see her show, because she already done text me. It's April the 18th to the 22nd, so I got to show up for that, because I don't want no trouble from Minister Mario's daughter. So I want to make sure I take care of her. But this is the stuff that is really, really important. If you get in trouble and you are a supporter of me, you know, and I'm talking to my spirits, I don't mind, you know, doing things for you. I'm put these Tektites over here on Cynthia, because I want them to move for a stormy situation. Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that. Hold on. Just give me a second. And y'all have to excuse me when it comes to smoking, because I'm not a real smoker. When I say not a real smoker, I only smoke for religious purposes. I'm not a, I tried marijuana when I was a kid. I tried smoking when I was a kid. And I never liked it. And so I'm not a smoker, but I do have to smoke cigars for religious purposes and spiritual purposes. And one of the things that we use is tobacco. Tobacco is ruled by Mars. It energizes the work. Even though I haven't really mentioned her name, her real name, but they know what I want them to do. And so a lot of times when I'm thinking about stuff or thinking about certain people, the spirits already move. And so I want her to be confident in what God got for doors that are going to open for her. And please rap. Only thing I'm gonna rap tap on is your daddy ass. Nah, I do that, but right now we talking about spirituality. So when you donate to those that donated for my crowning, those that donated for Minister Mario's crowning, those you guys have a special place in my heart. So when I'm doing work for you, no matter what it is, I'm always reminded of the support. So if you want to know, some of you guys will never get the opportunity to be a part of that, because you get crowned for life. And so there are certain things I went through that people were there for me and supported me, sacrificed along with me, and some people still sacrifice. And so as I elevate, as I grow, as I develop, and I get more spiritual tools to manifest with, and you've been there for me, or we in a situation where you know you're in a tight, or some of y'all struggling with certain things, I come out here, you know, I go in front of my Orishas, I go in front of my Loas, I go in front of my Mpungos or my Voodoo or whatever I need to do. And I do extra things for you that your money didn't buy. It's your relationship when I needed you to support me. And special, and I'm saying this to all of y'all that making conscious effort to get your graveyard work. There's some special stuff that's going to be manifesting for you, because that's going to give me the opportunity to show people my power as a necromancer, my power with the dead, my power with the ancestors and the Eguns. And so until I get enough people that are investing in that area of my gifting, and so other people, so you guys can testify on my broadcast, on my live, how my graveyard, like working with the cemetery work, what that has done for you, how it's protected you, or whatever manifestation we were working on or manifesting. I even do cleansing work through the cemetery. What is the cigar doing for you spiritually? Well, the cigar is really to energize, because you can't see it over here, but I'm like sitting next to my cauldrons. And so the cigar does, to me, tobacco helps with communication with spirit. Everything is symbology. So the cigar is about the smoke going into the ether, and you're talking to the spirits, giving your petition, and the spirits they come in and they receive the Ache, or the energy from the cigar, which is ruled by Mars. And so as I'm also blowing my Ache, which is to all the Christian people, life and death is in the power of the tongue. So the stronger the spiritualist is the more Ache they can produce through the cigar. And so what I do is turn it around, and then I blow on my cauldrons. I have a candle down here that's on my Patipemba. Patipemba is Veve, Sigil, that kind of stuff, but in Palo it's called a Patipemba. So I have my own personal, that I got initiated with, my personal Patipemba. So I'm addressing Stormy's situation in front of my spirits and my Eguns. And so when I was talking about her, this because I'm out, like the nature's here, so the wind, the spirits start coming up, so the wind start picking up. And so Centella also rules the wind. In Ocha, I'm crowned Oya, and my spirits all rule the wind. So the four winds of the earth. So when the ancestors flow through the wind. This is evil. The only thing evil is when you don't give head to your husband or your wife. Now that is evil. They done paid bills and you don't want to go downtown. That's what's evil. Now, understand colonialism, y'all. I'm not concerned about, not that I even have a problem, because I don't personally care what people think about what I do. But we got to understand, when it comes down to black anything, is noted as evil, and that's fine, because that lets me know that I'm doing something correct. Because if it's being perceived by a Caucasian or somebody that believes in caucasity, then I'm doing it right. Because if white people have a problem with it, then you operating in the right energy. When white people don't understand, or they have a problem or demonizing what you're doing, then you are with the Impungos, you are with the Nkisi, you are with the Loas. That's when you know you are operating in your melanin energy. Because they themselves, they don't like nothing they don't understand. They don't like nothing they can't participate in. And they most certainly don't like one of us operating in our true Ache. So, and you have to, the animals are about, they represent different aspects of the deity. Because remember, everything that was made on earth was made by the divine. So if you're in Christianity, we use Psalm 24, the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. And so therefore, the purpose of the finances is about resources. And so we pull the resources from Mother Nature or Father Sky. And so therefore we have to replenish that energy, or that energy comes, because nature, always remember, nature balances itself and the universe balances his or herself. And so therefore, when basically when the accounting is being done in the heavens, you don't want them to be like, I already found that you owe them an additional $5,000. And now you got to pay the $5,000 plus interest daily. You understand? So when the adjustments start being made about who done pull from what of the universe, make sure that you have the proper offering, or you have given your agreement or your oath to those spirits. So when those spirits look around, you ain't in a negative. You understand? So everything is about science, mathematics. And so when you understand that Ache, you understand that energy. Now, I'm going to say this. If you owe your spiritualists, pay them. If nothing has happened yet, and I don't care, and this has nothing to do with how powerful somebody is, just do right by people. Let's start right there. Just doing right by your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, cousin, just everyday people that are bloodline people, not bloodline, just doing right by people. If you owe somebody, pay them. You understand? Don't act like they the devil because they want their money or their resources. Or, they told you can use their car for 2 hours and you done had it 3 hours. Return their car and give them extra because you went beyond what you said. I am my spiritualist. Okay, speaking of spirits, I speak. See a dark screen. Is a ghost talking. Let me tell you something. When I'm up under the cover beating your daddy back out, I call it soul snatching at that point. So that's all you really seeing. Same thing your daddy see when I'm airing his back out. But that's why we do what we do. And I just hope that me revealing, like, while we be up at certain times of night, when your spiritualist is doing conjure, everything you're not gonna see. And I would say this to anybody that wants to work along with me or work with spiritualists. You got to develop a relationship that you trust more so what you don't see your spiritualists do versus what you see. Because just because somebody show you a picture or somebody show, don't mean they really did anything. What you need to be concerned about is manifestation. I don't care if it's candle work, graveyard work. It doesn't matter if it's spell working, love work. At the end of the day, it's making sure that spiritualist is in position to take care of your business and attend to your particular desire or need by whatever they were working with. And so this is why I believe that it's not good to not pay spiritualists, because they have to take care of their egos. They have to take care of themselves. They have to stay cleansed. They have to stay cleansed for the next client, the next opportunity, the next venture in their spiritual journey. And so it is not fair that they help you with a problem that they did not create for you. They help you out of a dilemma that they did not orchestrate, but they took out their time and their energy and worked with their egos or their spirit in order for you to get a certain outcome. And the most decent thing for you to do is to give honor to whom honor is due and tribute to whom tribute is due. And so when you decide to withhold that from those individuals that have did the work, what's going to happen is that those spirits, especially when you have no intention of even trying to reconcile that situation or to give retribution, I should say reciprocity for what they have done, then what the Bible says in Jeremiah, the recompense of your evil. Because you got something that you didn't pay for. That means you stole it. And you don't ever want to steal from a man or woman of God, because a thief has to pay 7 times 7. You understand the mathematics that's going to really kick your ass. That when you take something or steal from a spirit, if you go to the cemetery and you just take dirt and you didn't, that's stealing. If you go to the ocean and take something you did not give, that's stealing. If you go to the crossroad, if you go to wherever you go, whether it's in nature or whether it's with a spiritual man or woman, it is called stealing. You're taking something without giving something back. And so therefore, you can't tell them how to retrieve their energy from you. And so whether you asked for that, you took that that particular item from that particular location for your healing, that means your healing is going to be taken from you. Kind of like Job said, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Well, that happens with Mother Nature. That happens with Father Sky. And so the purpose of you having clear understanding of spirituality is for your personal benefit before you get involved. And so therefore, you're not out here doing things that are putting you and your loved ones in jeopardy because you have not kept your obligations. And so I want to encourage many of you that continue to support, follow Apostle Ely, and love what I do and the content that I bring, that you understand the level of commitment that a man or woman has to have in order to serve the spirits, and therefore you should be a part of the strengthening. You should be a part of the collective protection that is given by a particular man or woman that practices the ATRs and that are proficient in their magical workings, and that they're well connected with their eternal self. What about bargaining, vice versa? Actually, money. What about bargaining versus actual money? I'm thinking you're saying something to the Wallace at the effect of like people do in the church. Oh God, if you get me out of this, I'll serve you. I'll go to church. And like I said before, it doesn't matter if it's money. It doesn't matter what it is. Earlier I was talking about, even if you're bargaining and exchanging It's no different than you would do that with your friend or family. You know, if you take me to the store, I'll buy you groceries. That's bargaining. And if you do that, you still have to keep your word or whatever you have promised. Is that my Natasha Foster? What's up, my Aquarius from North Carolina? That's my aphrodisiac right there. Yeah, that's that get you erect and get you hard and stay hard. From North Carolina. So bargaining, I don't recommend, but a lot of people do it because, especially if you grew up in the church, you're always telling God, spirit, ancestors, if you do this for me, I'm gonna do that. And so, and then you forget, because you so busy trying to get out of a dilemma, you forget the words that came out of your mouth. Spirits ain't never forgot. Words are eternal. And so when they come in to cash in, a lot of y'all think somebody hexing you, putting roots on you, or casting spells on you. When the truth of the matter is, the spiritual collection agency is coming for their stuff. So a lot of stuff keep people in bondage because, I'm not being funny, a lot of people liars, a lot of people selfish, and so some people feel like just like a man or a woman, they can trick the spirit. And so like with our bill collectors call, we don't have to answer. Well, spirits, you cannot answer all they want, they're still coming. They know exactly, they have your energy. They know what they did for you. They know where you are. And so a lot of times when you go into something with the intent to deceive or to take or to whatever, you find yourself in a very, very bad place. And then even if somebody tries to help you, it's not going to work, because whom God has blessed can't no man curse, and whom God has cursed can't no man bless. And so until that debt be paid to that ego and that spirit, or you do some type of restitution, you're going to go through that until they take all the energy that they feel that equals out to what type of working they did. Because a lot of y'all don't know how much energy. That's why the animals are given. That's why the sacrifices are being made. Because in order for some of y'all, it's like you don't get how much fuel it takes for that plane or that jet to get you to your destination. That's why everybody on board got to pay. They got to pay the staff. But it's so much goes in to get you to that destination. And a lot of times we say, oh, these tickets are so high. Well, who gonna pay for the fuel? Who gonna pay for the pilot to be there to fly the plane? Who gonna pay for, all of this stuff goes on the same thing in the spirit world. You're asking this desire, and these people that I contact, whether through via cemetery or whatever I'm working with, or nature or whatever I'm out here doing, and all of a sudden now you want me to go back and tell them they ain't finna get paid because you took the money or you took the resources or you bargained, and now you don't want to keep your obligation, and you think it's just gonna go away. It don't work like that. It don't work like. Some of y'all have been very, 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 very blessed to be in the company of low vibrational people that are not that powerful in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Kumi, Congo, and Palo. But if you ever run across a real man of God, a real woman of God, or somebody that is truly powerful in that particular practice, that's when a lot of the stuff that I'm saying gonna make more sense than ever, because there's repercussion that come behind owing, not keeping your word, not fulfilling your word. Because my spirits, whether that is the Impungo, whether that is Loa, whether that's my Eguns, my ancestors, or whether that's me individual, we gonna get ours. That ain't word. I'm not standing in front of here. That's why I'm not upset. I'ma still get what God got for me. What's my Fedi Funo Shun? I'ma still get what God got for me. I'ma still rise and get whatever. But at the end of the day, my spirits work for you. My spirits move for you. My spirits brought to pass exactly what I said what's going to happen. And so therefore we want our money. And so if I don't get my money and I can't take care of my spirits and bless them and go to the cemetery and bless them, the spirits that I work with to help you get what you get, then what they gonna do, I'm gonna give them permission to go get their energy. And whatever happens at that point, sir and ma'am, it's on you. Because I'm not paying that. I'm not paying it. I helped you with your situation. Somebody say, you black? If I show you below my belly button, you'll know I'm black. For real. And I mean Kuta Kinte black. This black come with inches. I got Haitian neighbors on the other side. They know I be out here conjuring and stuff. So when the lady across the street, she's a Haitian lady, an older lady. She can see spirits, and she be seeing my spirits walking around my house and my property. So they know how I get down. They very nice to me though, and I don't think they're nice to me because they know that I'm a powerful magic. I think they just nice to me because they know they believe in some of the same things, and so I got good neighbors, except for the ones behind me. But they white people. I'll eventually get rid of them. If y'all seen how nice my neighborhood is, and predominantly black neighbors. But you know, when Cassidy come in, they actually call the zoning people because I got Minister Mario's mom car in my driveway. Ain't bother nobody. It's a small Kia. It's right there in my driveway. See that car right there? Ain't bothering nobody. And they call because I got to get a new battery to crank it up. The car Cassidy. But this is what we do in the midnight hour. Actually, I normally be in a cemetery. I got some cemeteries that I can go in the nighttime and work. But while you sleeping and call yourself having sex or doing whatever you're doing, I'm out here with the Egun, the spirits, working for you. And that's why, and I still got to get up in the morning and go to work because I'm a UPS driver. And I don't use that as an excuse. Actually, I got that buzz. I forgot. I got some feathers that I need to, and some bone I need to bring over here to Cynthia, and then tell her about them people. Even on my job, I'm using my cauldrons for people on my job that like to bother me, mess with my job, try to cause problem on my job. Cynthia, Zarabonda, and my voodoo spirit will take care of them. Anything that mess with my money, my platform, my social media, or my people that support me, they're gonna handle that. So all of y'all that if you burn my ancestor incense and stuff like that, that's what this all about. But I'm right to now tonight I'm burning High John on my day of power. Well, it's probably ain't my day of power anymore. Well, actually my day of power is Thursday and Friday, but it just go from Jupiter to Venus. So I'm still in good standing to do my conjuring. But we practice Palo from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So I can practice my Eguns with Palo from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. That's the way I was trained. But if they say if something was to go on and you need to do Palo or work with your spirits in the daytime, you can too. But predominantly we practice this particular part of the religion at night and in the wee hours of the morning. Well, most of the stuff that I have ever done, even in Haitian voodoo, was in the wee hours of the morning. So this is normal to me. Like this ain't nothing. I ain't had to really correct my behavior or my sleeping patterns for this. Now normally the other me, I'd be out here roaming, creeping in somebody behind right about now. But tonight I'm taking care of some people behind. What's up? There go my Demetrius Clark. I thought you were in the cemetery until you said garage earlier. yeah. That's my cauldrons, because my cauldrons, like the cauldrons that we get are huge. Like you cannot lift I lifted them to bring them in the garage and set them in the corner, and put my pots in here and put my sticks are here. But when I go to the cemetery, I take the Empaka. I even took my Empaka inside my job. I put it in my jacket and walked the premises. And whoever's against me, I let them handle it. I don't argue with people. When you got power, you don't argue with people. You handle business. I commune with my spirit. All that going on social media or going back and forth with people or talking about no, I don't have time for that. I'm gonna go to the courthouse where the judge rendered the judgment, handle the business with the judge. Then I'm gonna go to Tampa, go to the place where the lawyer wrote up the paperwork against me and all of that. Shut their business down. Like I don't argue with people. You use your authority, I'm gonna use mine. You got your story to come from the state of the Florida, and mine come from the heavens. So and from the dark. So that's what we're gonna do. Everybody gonna use their powers. I ain't gonna get mad at you about yours, and you ain't gonna don't get mad at me about mine. You use what you had to do to come against me, and I'm gonna use what I got to use to come against you. So, and I'm gonna say this, Stormy, like when I do this type of work for y'all, and you ask me to do work for you and protect you, don't be coming to me talking about something. Oh, you didn't know this was gonna happen to this person. If somebody's against you, and I'm asking the spirits to protect you, let the chips fall where they may. All this mindset like, oh my God, I don't want to hurt. No, if somebody trying to hurt you, they gonna get hurt. If somebody trying to block you, they gonna get blocked. If somebody trying to break your marriage, whatever relationship got, if they ain't got a marriage, relationship with their child, it gonna break up. Whatever relationship they got, it gonna break. Energy out, energy in. And so this is strong magic. And so what I do, I deal with the real stuff. I deal with the real workings. And so I got right now another thing that I'm getting from my padrino, but it has to come out of the country. So I got to wait. It's an animal part. So I got to wait on that. And I'll be utilizing that. My baby Scorpio said, beat that ass. Yeah, I'm like tonight, like seriously, y'all. I was like I told y'all the other night, I was just so angry. But tonight, I had lost. I ain't gonna fake. I had lost control. I had got so upset and angry when the emotions started coming in. Like I was like, I've been good to these MFs, and I've been rocking with them and bringing them out of stuff. You got the nerve to take from me? Like I was just out there, and I was like, no, I can't go on live because I wanted blood last night. I really wanted blood. Like I could have went over. My sister got chicken roosters and stuff. She already told me I can get them. So I would have went there and tore that rooster head off and spilled blood to take them niggas. I'm Negroes. My bad. Like I wanted somebody ass last night, and I ain't talking about sexually either. Like I wanted them to bleed last night. Like I was in a very bad mood. Cause like I'm a Sagittarian to the heart. If I rock for you, I move for you. Like, don't take from me because you don't know who I got to help. Cause everything when it comes to me, it's about being in position. And when you take something from me, you either slow down my process or keep me from being in a better position to do for the people I love. And that to me, sir, man, it's a problem. Because I got people that I rock for, and I generate my income through my donations for my church and my ministry. And you don't know who I need to do for, whether it's Minister Mario's daughter or what, but it ain't none of your business. Do what you said you were going to do, and let's keep it pushing. But when you take from me, I'm going to take from you. And I'm going to take to you from the spirit world. And I'm going to take, you don't play with me. Mm-mm. And I call everything playing when you, because that's what you got to be doing. Because you can't be serious and think that you going to do me. No, dog. Mm-mm. I got a reputation for a reason. Now, what I do tonight for you guys, to all of you guys that was on my live or did not get a chance, I can, if you cash at me, because I was for elevation of self, I can, some of you guys already took care, but the guardian angel incense mixed with the 7th chakra. So that's what I did today, but I'll do it tonight too, because I'm gonna be up for a while anyway, even though I gotta go to work in the morning. But gotta do what you gotta do. But the 7th chakra incense is $50 donation. My Apollo, because I had Mother Susan to track this for me, so I didn't want to work with my Apollo cauldrons until after 21 days, but it's after 21 days. So only right now, to only those that got graveyard work will I work my Apollo pots for you. If you got graveyard work, or if you've been somebody that's been long time with me, supporting me, then I work my pot. That's my pots. Certain things are not for everybody. I I'm not, these are my pots to strengthen me to do service. But like if you want me to burn a candle or something for you, with my Apollo pots and stuff like that, you just tell me that that's what you want. I'll tell you what kind of money that it's gonna cost. But Apollo is not as expensive as Haitian voodoo or Ocha, but my workings are like, it's cost, because this is like, to me, it's like my pots were like $8,000, my cauldron, but then all the other work that went into it makes it more than that. So that's why you like it based on the investment, you know. But don't make Apollo weak at all. Don't construe that because it costs less don't mean it's less in power, because that ain't true. Okay, don't it's just a different realm aspect of African traditions. Because you know, when black people hear cheaper or lesser, they think it's less effective. Do not, to me, nothing in my opinion sits above Haitian voodoo. Just being very honest with you, in my opinion. But I put Apollo and voodoo very close, in my opinion. It's just that I have seen the wonder working powers of voodoo, like I live. So, and I've seen out of Ocha, I've seen out different other sciences, because I still practice Kabbalah. I still practice hoodoo work and root work and all that. I still do all that kind of stuff. But when I'm talking about you getting that butter from the duck and the blood from the turnip, when you want to flip people in high places and flip them on their ass like a turtle in the noonday sun upside down, I done seen what voodoo can do. And I'm experiencing Apollo, because Centella for the handle some stuff. And don't forget, I am Centella, so just because I'm talking to my pots, that's an extension of me. This is what these people must feel when they smoking a joint. See it like that? It done got a little right there. It's like smoking a joint. That way their lips be burnt. If I, like, that's why I got to have money. Even if I was smoking a marijuana, like, I got to have long joints, because I'm not finna burn these delicious lips. I ain't finna do it. My lips are too nice and too perky to be letting the, trying to get air done. No, I ain't. I'm gonna burn my lips. I just get light another joint. If that was just me. Apollo is very powerful. That's right. I got me an amen in there. What's up, Tree? Tree, you up? Boy, hoes be up all time of night. Yes, we got hoe tendencies. We can't go to sleep like that. Hey, brother, my brother been lying to send you a package. Hey, brother, my band's been lying, trying to send you a package. 2 pairs. I don't know who that is. Yeah, I like number 3 in the good old days. We be out roaming in here, creeping. TLC. But now this is my my staff from my voodoo spirit. Like, you could tell they different. This one right here is my voodoo. This is my ancestor stick. I'm kind of dressed a little different, inappropriate, I guess, but I'm being comfortable. But this is my stick in voodoo. Now, this right here, if I put this stick on top of your picture, certain ma'am, because this is laying up on my Zarabanda cauldron with that goat head. Now my Zarabanda, like, the goat is on top, but my Centella is on the side, because a skull sits on top of my my Centella pot. I'm just trying to tell y'all a little bit of stuff. And then I have a huge crystal amethyst here in front of my pots to amplify the energy of my pots. It's all science of magic. I'm a working. She said I'm a working hoe. I know that's right. As long as you ain't a broke hoe, you all right with me. As long as you ain't a dry pussy hoe, you all right with me. As long as you ain't a desert A leaking pussy hoe, I don't like you. All right with me? Long as you get paid, use a paid hoe. Use all right with Chief Apostle. It's them hoes that got the stink mouth and for no reason. How you gonna let somebody come in your mouth and you didn't get paid? You trifling. I don't judge nobody as long as you getting paid. But if you ain't getting paid, I be side-eyeing you like a mug. Yes, sir. If I had to do it again, I will. I love the Mfumbe on top of the printer. Yeah, they because I had already received my EBO, they allowed me to see it. Like my OBA really like explained the construction of my printer, and then my Empaka, but it was, the ceremony was so long, like I ain't even gonna lie, y'all, I ain't see everything because it was just too long. You know, now I know how women feel when they be looking at me. Too long. And then I got all my Palo sticks, and then I got what's that, Poncietta. I'm probably saying it wrong, Poncietta tree. But yeah. But I hope that it makes sense. Dang, that's foul. What's foul? Somebody said, is that I ain't got my glasses on. Putty cat, you trying to get skint? Don't come in my life. This is my night owl, so you know, you can get skint around here. I ain't that spiritual. I can leave them pungos right here and go ahead and skin your cat and fillet it and send it out here. But yep, I don't think that's and I show y'all this. This is I show y'all a little earlier, but this is gunpowder. They use gunpowder and it's called Mfula. They use this to dry the spirits out of the conjure parts. But everything been working tonight, so I don't see a reason to use gunpowder tonight. Normally I use gunpowder when I want to strike really hard, but the way that the spirit's been working tonight, it's just been a free flow. So there's no resistance. So I'm gonna get victory, and that's a good sign for Stormy as well. Things working out for her too, because I haven't got any resistance since I've been was talking with them, and I burnt the hot John. But if you guys want me to burn that 7 chakra incense mixed with the guardian angel incense, just put it in there, cash app that to me, and I'll take care of that for you tonight. I got to do Sister Trees because she sent it to me after, and because she Zelles me. So if you Zelle me, if you got my personal Zelle account, if you Zelle me, even when I'm online, I can't see it. I won't see it until I get off. But I'm gonna take care of that for you, Sister Tree. That's the Aries. But these are the things that I offer to my people that follow me, support me, so they will get access to a lot of energy. And so if you don't want to get into Palo, and you want me to do root work, or you don't want to get into voodoo, I can do hoodoo, because sometimes people just not into what it is. But I can use the Bible, the songs of Bible. I'm a spiritualist. Like, I can meet you where you at. You know what I'm saying? Your pocket might be shaky, bro. You get in. Who says I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes? I'm not getting eaten up by mosquitoes. I don't live in the ghetto. I don't live in the ghetto, bro. Only thing getting eaten right here is some tail. When I get out there live. Now that's gonna be eaten up. And if it ain't snapper, I'll be back at the restaurant on Sunday. Cause I just got a taste for snapper, and I'm tired of being tricked. This is not snapper. This tastes more like brim. This tastes like grouper. Long as it's a good grade of fish, everybody ain't got to have a snapper. But I just right now I've been very good to God, and God has been good to me. So I think I deserve just snapper. So you know what I'm saying. I wanted to snap like you snap peas. I wanted to snap like with the Kellogg's where they snap crackle and pop. That's I want to. I want to bust some cherries. That's where I'm at right now, because I don't work very hard for the people of God, and so I feel like I deserve to be able to bust some cherries. So that's, you know, if I end up with a grouper, if I end up with a brim, if I end up with bass or a flounder, it's still a good fish. But I'm in search. I'm in search for snap. I want snap. That's a desire. The spirits hear me. I want something I want to snap. I want the cherry to pop. I deserve that. I'm a man of God. God is in my life, so I deserve that. You know, I deserve to eat some cherry. I deserve to eat some Snapple. And I want it all up in my gums. I want it like, you know how you have certain things get caught in your teeth? I want the Snapper in my, I want it in, and I want to drive around tomorrow thinking about, I had Snapper. Finally. Finally, Susan. Finally. So, that's where I'm at. Rice Krispies. That's right, Rice Krispies treats. Now, that's right. Yeah. I want to hear, as I'm going through my sessions, I want to hear the snap, crackle, and pop. Yes. Natasha said, damn, I do reckon. Yeah, I'm like my mind, I'm like out there, I have served your people on this earth. I call forth Snapper. Yes, sir. Every hole you got, I want it snapping. Wherever hole you have to offer, I want snap. That's where I'm at. So, you already know what my desire is. I don't need you to touch and agree, because I'm going to end up with it. But if I don't, long as I don't want no catfish. I don't want no catfish. I don't want catfish. I don't want regular. I don't want basic pussy. No, I'm not interested. Nope. If you got basic brand, I don't want that. I feel like if I get basic brand, then that means that I have been denied, and I don't want a denial. I need whitefish, swordfish, any of that. I can live with that. I can deal. It's a blessing. I'm just telling you, and I'm gonna win, cause somebody's gonna. I feel it in the universe. Somebody's gonna say, "Listen, I'm gonna let you get a little bit of this snap." And listen, I still got to go to work, so I'm not gonna be razzle dazzling all night. But I just need to be able to eat that like Superman with the sun and recharge and get my Friday on. You understand? It's nothing wrong with that. It's still my day of power. Thursday and Friday are my day of power. So I should be eating Snapper today. Sometime today. Bless the Lord. At all time, and his praise shall be continuously in my mouth. No pun intended. All right. So I don't smoke my cigar. Normally I just like this type of cigar that I got is Cuban cigar. So they just smoke real good. So I want to turn these lights off for these spirits so they can go ahead and finish working. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I hope this helped. If this helped you in any way, shape, or form, hit that like button, hit those shares. But this is what it's all about. And periodically, I've been saying I'm going to TikTok, but somebody said, "What's good money?" What's good money? Oh, what's good money? You welcome. No, love. I think, like I tell each and every one of y'all in your own ways, y'all support me, and so therefore I be down with it. And so if I have to do something extra for you, you know, I don't mind. You know, it's a collective that strengthened me to do what I do, and so it's a lot of hands came into it. It's tribal love. It's real. Is that? Oh, I thought that was my love. And but it just, that's where I'm at with it. And so I want to show y'all why it is important to invest in melanated men that practices the ATRs, and that I speak English, not that well, broken English, but it's still, you understand it and you comprehend it. So love you all. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the like button and comment if this helped you. Share the video. Also, guys, get your 7th chakra and your guardian angel incense. And if you have not got an opportunity to get graveyard work from me, please become a part of my testimony, because I'm very good at what I do. But I ain't finna do it for free. Just like I'm not gonna eat this catfish for free. I'm not gonna, especially catfish. I definitely ain't gonna eat catfish for free. But I'll pay for some Snapple. But it got to be certified Snapple. It got to have a seal on it. If I got to pay for that Snapple, it has to have a seal on it. I have to break the hymen. I got to see the shedding of blood. If I got to pay for Snapple, because I will, because I ain't above paying. But if I pay for Snapple, I want to break the hymen. I need blood to spill once I have entered into the domain. So that's just me. Everybody different. I am an individual in the age of Aquarius. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I see y'all on the flip. God bless. God bless.